I'm Jenny Adrift, and I'm the head chef at Good Hope Cannery. Over the next few months, I'm going to be showing you as much as I can of what it's like to work at a remote wilderness lodge located in Rivers Inlet, British Columbia, Canada. All right, I want to give you some updates of what's been going on around the cannery. While I was away, the girls have become professional painters. The front-end girls have painted the staff dining room, the inside of the Hilton, a lot of the outside of the cannery, and Tony's cabin. So everything's looking really fresh and new and really good. This weekend we have the owner, Tony, and one of his sons, Gage, returning back to us, as well as the two fishing guides, Peter and Kevin. They're going to be coming back this weekend, so we have 4 new people here, which is fun. We've had some other staff taking days off, so Jeff is gone right now. Yeah, there's an excitement and an anxiety that comes with leaving this place. Like, we do the same things every day. I think that's the main part of it. And now it's different.
I'm gonna go not do the same thing.
Woo! Harry came back on his birthday, so we celebrated his birthday with him with the celebratory birthday jump into the ocean. And with Jeff being gone, Randy and I have kind of upped our game on the cleanup side of things. So just cleaning as we go, getting the dishes done really quickly instead of letting them stack up and wait for Jeff to come into the kitchen to help us out with that. So it's been different, but we've been doing really well. But we do miss him, so come back, Jeff. The last 2 people who will be leaving for days off are Randy and Marie. They're going to be leaving in August, and that's when we have our most guests. So the days that we have planned for Randy to take off, we have a bit of a lull. We just have a few people here. But when Marie leaves, we have some guests here. So we have a very special person coming in to fill in for her, and I can't wait for them to get here. So stay tuned to see who that super secret, amazing, awesome person is. It's been a crazy amount of sunshine this year, very little rain, which is very unlike the West Coast, the wet coast. So the river level is actually going down quite a bit, and I want to show you the water intake, where we get our water from at the river, and I want to show you where we get our power from. So I'm going to be doing a little tour with Christian to show you where our water and power supply comes from. So if you haven't already, please gently caress that subscribe button for me, and you'll be in the loop of everything that's going on here at Good Hope Cannery. And who doesn't want that? Christian's on his way down with the rifle, and we're gonna go head up to the river, show you where we get our water from.
Good time, I'll just get the rifle.
Perfect.
Want to go up, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Quite the climb. It's so nice it's finally raining.
Yeah. a little bit. You don't even get anything in it. So it's like a sand filter, and what happens, the water comes from the creek, gets pumped up, goes through the sand filter and then into the tanks.
Okay.
And that filter like basically filters out all the sediments and the dirt and everything. So that needs to be back flushed like every couple of days. So that's what I'm doing right now. Open it up. Put it into backwash and then wait a couple of minutes. And then put it onto rinse for like another couple of minutes and then back to filter. And that basically cleans out the sand filter. Go up and check the tanks. If everything is good, the tanks are full. Open them up. All good, they're full to the max. So we're good. Yeah, and then you only have to check like one tank because they're connected in the middle. So they level each other out. So it wouldn't be the case that one is full and the other one like half full, just level each other out. So checking one is good enough. So now switch it over to like rinse. And rinse it for a couple of minutes. And then you can see some stuff coming out, see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some sediment, like little leaves and stuff. So they get all rinsed out, like cleaning the sand inside. And then it's good to go for like another couple of days.
Okay.
Sometimes like when we have guests, like a lot of guests, they come like every day because we use a lot more water. So I check it every day and I flush it every day. Yeah. Yeah, and then the usual thing, just check the pipes, and if there's no breakdowns, no leaks, and no animals run into anything. It's like we do get the grizzlies up here, so right? Yeah, so you got to watch out for that. Just basically check everything.
And then there's this filter, and then there's the chlorine.
Yeah, it basically comes from the creek, gets pumped up through the sand filter into the tanks. Then it runs down through the pipes down here, like through like, it's sort of like a chlorine injection system, which we monitor like every day. And then it's gravity fed down to the cannery and goes through like another filtration system plus a UV treatment system as well. So it's really clean and good by the time it gets into the cannery. Yeah, so it's a very sophisticated system, really. Takes a lot of maintenance too, but it's, you know, it's very important to have like clean water.
Very important.
Okay, and that's good. And then we switch it back to like filter, and it's good to go for like another couple of days. Yeah.
Nice. Let's go see. Can we go see where the water comes from?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just watch out, Jen. It's like slippery here, and
Okay.
it's raining because of all the stuff. And then walking down to the pump, and that's what actually happens. The pump is down here, so we pump it up the hill into the tanks, and then on the other side it's going down the hill like gravity fed into the cannery. So we don't really have like a pressure system. It's just like the pressure like from the gravity is just enough for us. It's like a lot of pressure, so we don't need no pressure tanks. Just watch out where you're stepping, Jen. Wait, and we need to come up with the chainsaw and clear it out a bit more.
It is really beautiful. Yeah. Quite magical.
Yeah. Which I'm quite honestly happy about.
Of course.
Yeah. I like the grizzlies, but from the distance, really.
Yeah, from a distance, for sure. We love the grizzlies.
Right on there.
Wow, is it ever low?
Yeah, It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it just hasn't rained like for like a long time, and I show you like normally. You can see this is where the pump is right now, like in the creek. But normally the pump is right up here. And we've got water like right to where the big rocks are like here. So you can see how low the water is because of like no rain really. And I hope it's not going to go down any further than that, because if it does, we have to move the pump like into the creek, which I don't like doing because of the current, and it's easy for the pump to get washed away. So we might have to drive some rebar in to stop it from like moving, but we figure that out when it comes to it. For the time being, it's okay. And we did have some rain last night and today, so that's definitely helping. So I'm just going to take the pump off, and just, you see like there's a little bit of like green, like algae around it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to turn it off and just wipe it off a bit.
Okay.
Clean the screen where the water gets sucked up in, make sure there's nothing in there. Right here. Water goes right in here basically, and then up. That's pretty good. You just gotta dump it back in the water and turn it back on, and it should be all good to go. Wait a minute. That's it. So that's pretty much like the deepest spot we have right now. So we got about like 6-7 inches, I guess, of water for now, and I hope it's not going to go any lower than that. Okay, and these are the tanks where we store the water in, and they're about 1,600 gallons each, so 3,200 gallons of water. So in both of them, that's quite a bit. So that's good for us. Yeah.
Yeah, Christian was saying that these tanks can hold for, I mean, there's only like 10 of us here right now.
Yeah.
Should last about 4 days. With guests, it lasts like 2 days. So as long as you catch a problem early enough, you can get it fixed before we run out of water.
Yeah. Well, it's really like that's the showers for us, and then I think the majority of water really is for the laundry room, and the washing machines. They go through a lot, and then you guys in the kitchen, like the dishwasher. But that's pretty much it.
Well, that, and we're about to show you where the hot water gets made, and it gives us unlimited hot water for our showers. So I think the girls stay in there as long as we can. That's where a lot of the water goes too.
That's not only the girls. Okay. And that's a pretty small room, but that's where the water treatment is for the whole cannery. So you can see this is like the UV treatment system, and the water filters as well. So basically the water comes from up top, from the tanks, like through the filters on each side, and then goes like through the UV system, where it gets treated by the UV, and then from there like into the Hilton and into the cannery. Yeah.
Oh, the silver.
This is like the UV system. There's like a UV light in there, and because of those UV rays, they kill like certain bacteria in the water. So it's just like a very like environmental friendly way of doing it. No chemicals, nothing, just the UV light. These are like 3 hot water tanks just for the Hilton, for the staff accommodation right here. That's purely for the staff. And yeah, that's it for here. So you can basically see the water coming in, gets filtered like through all those systems, and then goes down here through the floor into the cannery. That's our new vent.
Ooh, new
For
vents.
you, yeah, that's going in. That got basically washed off by the snow in the winter. I got taken out by the heavy snow load and just got kicked right out of the roof. So We get the refrigeration guys coming in, and they install the new vent and flush it all out to the roof, and we go all over the cooling systems in the cannery, possibly recharging them with Freon. Yeah, this is what we call like the water room for the cannery. So it's a little bit bigger than the other one. And
Ooh, it's so warm in here.
yeah, it's warm in here.
Holy.
We basically got like one more like water filter just purely for the cannery, like another one that's like number 3. And we got those 2 hot water heaters, like propane driven. So they run on propane. And they circulate the system like through those massive like 3 hot water tanks right behind here. And basically it's a circulation going on like at any given time, and it keeps the water hot. So it's like almost like an endless supply of like hot water. So when we do have like guests, like sometimes like 10, 15 guests, so there is no shortage of like hot water. So yeah. So you can see that's quite a bit. It's a lot bigger than the Hilton. So yeah. That's pretty much all our water system in general. That's like what you call like a circulation pump that keeps the water like circulating in that circuit through the hot water tanks and then back through here. So because the water cools down over time like a little bit in the tanks, so it gets taken out and runs again through the hot water heater, and then circulates all the time, so it's kept hot all the time. Yeah.
Could we look at the electrical room really quickly?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, but this is what we call like the electrical room. That's where we keep all the electrical supplies of like wires we need, like fixtures, like light bulbs, like the whole thing. Everything electrical is like stored in this room. Plus the internet in the back there, so the whole system for the internet. And the main supply, basically, the power comes from the generator building up top, and this is like the main distribution part for the power of the cannery. So you get all those like breaker panels and sub panels that distribute the power like to different parts of the cannery, like the kitchen, upstairs, the guest rooms and everything.
I know this
You
one.
can hear the humming noise, right?
Yeah, you can really hear it.
That's like the power, yeah.
This is the only one that I know for the flash freezer.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, if you open these ones here, this one there's a lot of spare ones in there, so we have like room to expand. But we get these ones here, and they're pretty much like all maxed out.
Wow.
And then we get all those sub panels like inside the cannery, like in the kitchen and in the first aid room. And these are like basically the switches, the main switches for those sub panels in the cannery. Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here before we get high.
Okay. Oh, here's another important part. This is where the rock tumbler lives.
Oh, that's Tad's rock tumbler.
We just emptied it out yesterday.
Yeah, it annoys the shit out of me. Every time I come in here, it's like, fuck, it's the rock tumbler.
It's important work.
It's but I hear it, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, there's
The
not
rock
too
tumbler.
many other places to put it.
Yeah.
We used to keep it in your office in the Grizz shack.
Yeah.
And then it was always unplugged.
Right.
Let's head up to the generator. Show you where all of our power comes from. Because there's definitely no roads or power lines anywhere near us. I mean, unless it's a logging road. But
That's totally off the grid. No, they don't have power over there either.
they don't have power?
No.
Look at us.
No.
Just spoiled with water and power.
Just, all around here is just generators.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
So it's not worth like putting anything in there. It's like way too expensive.
Yeah, so that's another thing we don't have up here is cell service. We have the Wi-Fi. Thanks to Elon Musk, we've got a great service of Starlink.
Yeah.
So we could stream videos and I can upload on YouTube. But yeah, no cell service up here. Heading up to the generator. Beware. Be bear aware. We got the magic stick. All right.
So this is our generator building where we keep the generators. And we got 3 of them, like a small one, like 55 kilowatts. Middle one, 75 kilowatts, like a brand new one. That's the one we run mainly, like the majority of times. And a big one, 140 kilowatts, but we only use that when we have a lot of gas. And that's it. So yeah, usually it's the 75 running, and I can show you like the inside, but we won't be able to talk.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And
noisy.
then how often do you have to change the oil?
It's every 250 hours. So we change like the oil filters, like the oil, the fuel filters on them, sometimes the air filter, like depending if they need it or not. But they do require quite a bit of maintenance. So yeah. And we go through, yeah, roughly every 3 days, around like 900 liters of diesel, which is quite a bit. So
And that's kept in these tanks behind?
yes, so
Those are the big tanks of the diesel.
yeah,
And that comes in on the barge.
that comes in on the barge. So basically, we got 2 tanks. Like the first one is like for the gas, the big tank, like 47,500 liters, and we only use gas for the boats. That's pretty much it. Then the second tank's got the same size, but it's separated in the middle. And on this side of it, we got the diesel for the generators, and for one boat, we have the Chakwala, the bigger boat. And the other side is jet fuel for the seaplanes coming in to refill. So, yeah. So those are our tanks. Pretty good system. The barge likes it. It's in a good condition, they say, in a very good condition. So,
Good.
yeah.
So we're gonna go into this building and I'll show you around a bit, but you're not gonna be able to hear anything. So I'll definitely turn the volume down and show you around. Yeah. Yeah, that's really nice. It's much different than the other ones.
Very much, very much. It's also like complicated, a bit more than the other ones, but it's also like a lot more efficient as well.
Nice.
So, and it's not as noisy. You can hardly hear it, and that always has been the owner's like main concern. It's like the noise.
Yeah.
So with that new system we have, I think they did a pretty good job on like the noise canceling.
Yeah, big time.
And I hope the owner's happy. So
Yeah, I'm sure.
money
he
well
is.
invested.
Yeah.
Because you can hardly hear it, right? It's like when you're down there.
Yeah, when you're down there. You
Compared to like the other ones, yeah, the old one. This is our propane tank for Jenny to cook those delicious meals kind of thing. So this is like the main supply, very important obviously. So, and you guys can see it down there. It's like, that's our like incinerator, where we basically burn our like burnable garbage, and the rest gets recycled.
Yeah.
So it's either way burning for us and the incinerator, or it gets sent out on the barge and recycled.
Yeah.
This is it for our power supply and water. So yeah, thanks for joining us on our little adventure here, Christian and I. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care until next time.